Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It is 2:20 p.m., so we are going to start my Checking Out Majors with Grace, and today I have a special guest here with me. Maddie, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, so like your major, your class, and where you're from?
Okay, so I'm a biology major. I came in pre-nursing, decided to switch it. I'm from Alpine, Texas. It's near El Paso, kind of downwards, near the Big Bend area.
Ooh.
And I'm 18 years old, fresh out of high school.
So you haven't done any, did you do, any AP classes or, college courses in your high school year?
I took 48 hours of dual credit.
48 hours?
Yeah.
Was that through, freshman through senior year?
No, junior through senior year, I got really sick of my high school, and I just went to Sol Ross.
Okay. Is that, a college near?
Yeah, so our dual credit program was just a catch and release. Like, they just dropped you off and you were a student at Sol Ross, so.
Okay. Well, did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was fun.
That's
for
good.
Sure.
That's really, really good. So, we're going to get into more, personal questions about you, and then, we're going to talk about, your hobbies and stuff like that, and then we'll get on to more questions about your major later on. So, what do you like to do in your spare time?
So I'm in a sorority, Delta Zeta.
Okay.
I love my sorority. I have a big. Her name's
Delta
Alex. Zeta. She is the sweetest. She's getting married this month.
Really?
Yes, it's also her birthday Friday, November 1st.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's a busy month for her. I'm in honors, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
They let me in. I don't know how. That takes up a lot of time. They have a lot of service events and stuff. It's pretty fun. Get to help the community. I power lift, usually in the morning. I have a meet December 7th.
Mm-hmm.
We're working towards stuff on that. It's not going well.
Oh.
And then I play rugby. I'm not very athletic, but it's just fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me happy. I love my rugby team. They're super sweet.
I wasn't too, familiar on rugby, and it's, basically just, soccer, right? And then, you're really mean to people, though? You, shove into people on purpose?
No, so it's kind of like tackle football.
Okay.
It's less soccery. It's more tackle football without helmets.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't shove people, you actually tackle them.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you gotten tackled before?
Yes. I have turf burn everywhere. Turf burn.
Oh,
Turf
gosh.
burn all on my legs. Bruises.
That sounds fun. That sounds really, really great.
It's really fun. I love it.
So, being in a sorority, it sounds like you're really, really busy. How do you manage, I guess, all of that other stuff, and then also, taking biology classes? Because I feel like many people think, biology is very, very hard, especially being in pre-nursing.
Yeah, so I just kind of have to remind myself that I'm here for college and not to mess around and do all these other activities. So it's very on the weekends. I just do all my homework, try to get all my homework done.
Mm-hmm.
School first, and that allows me to, I like to crunch time, and that allows me to do all my other hobbies. So it's kind of like, hey, you got to do this first, and then you can go relax, hang out.
Of course.
Do the stuff you enjoy.
I think that's a really, really good mindset. So, why did you choose Angelo State University?
Because it was cheap.
I've gotten that answer so many times. Yes.
Honestly, so I had family here, and so we come down to Angelo a lot. And I went my first time touring this campus. I've toured this campus 5 times because my family members were not a fan. And I don't know, I was in 8th grade. And I was just like, I like it here. And it was weird. The bus broke down.
Oh.
It was raining outside. It sounded like a horrible trip. But I was like, this is lovely. This is the perfect size for me.
Mm-hmm.
It seems great. And then I just told my family, this is where I'm going. And they were like, okay, this is the only college application I filled out. I was like,
really?
Yeah. I was like, it's
Me
cheap.
too.
It's easy. I'm happy here.
Yeah. So how far is San Angelo away from your hometown?
3.5 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
So was that trip kind of hard to make between?
I mean, to be honest, I haven't been home.
Really? Ever since you got
to college?
It's
a lot of gas money, a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, 3.5 hours, what am I going to do? Leave Friday night, come home in the middle of the night, wake up, spend one day there. I mean, obviously I miss my family, but
yeah, of course.
It's too much money, y'all.
Yeah, of course. No, that's so valid. I live an hour and 45 minutes away, so it's I understand 3.5 hours. So do you have any things that you like about San Angelo? or like specifically Angelo State University?
The rams everywhere, the little ceramic rams around town.
Oh yeah, I've seen that so
I'm
often.
obsessed with them. I take pictures of them all the time. Like anytime I'm driving, I'm like, oh my god, there's
so
another
many.
one.
I feel like there's like at least 100.
I love them. There's a lot downtown. I love downtown
there's
too.
There's so many downtown. I had an assignment because there's like so many. So for one of my assignments, we had like, it was for extra credit on our exam, and our assignment was to like take pictures of all of the ceramic rams, and then we get like 5 points.
No, I love them.
They're so cute.
They're
huge. I want to like get on
and
one.
And each one's different.
Yeah, I like that. It's really
special.
really cute. Do you have anything you dislike about Angelo State?
I'm gonna sound so lazy. I don't like walking every day.
No.
Like I play 2 sports. I'm sore and I'm tired, and I live in Texan, and all my classes are that way. Like complete opposite side of campus, and then it takes up so much time. Like at least 2 hours of my day is spent walking back and forth to places.
I understand that. I don't play any sports, but like I feel like it's harder if you do, because like even after like, because I live in Centennial and we live on like opposite sides of campus, so like even like walking to like, because most of my classes are in the mathematics computer science building, even my legs like hurting after that. Literally. So like I can't imagine how like difficult it would be like even after playing rugby or like doing all of that other stuff. So I am going to ask you some questions about your major now. Why did you choose biology? And you said you had changed it before, correct?
Yes.
So what did you change it from?
I was pre-nursing, and I went to class for like 2 days, and I was like, no, I do want to do surgery and be a doctor eventually, hopefully. We'll see. Or just something different. Like nursing just wasn't resonating with me in the same sense that medicine was, so.
Okay. So, what kind of classes are you taking right now? I know we have biology together, but...
Yeah, so I take bio, I take a bio lab, I take developmental psychology, I take history up until 1865. I know I have other classes. Oh, I take an honors seminar.
Okay.
Freshman honors seminar. And then...
Is honors, like, pretty hard? Is it pretty difficult?
It's not if you're very assertive and you actually do your work and you really read through what we're learning. The thing is, like, we're all honor students, so we're already, like, in it to win it type of mentality. But it is, like, if you're shy, I feel like it would be harder because it's a seminar. It's sitting there and saying, this is how I feel. I disagree with you. It's hard talks to have, especially at this age, maturity-wise, of like, well, I think you're wrong. Yeah. And you have to sit there and be like, okay, let me hear them out, instead of being like, well, I think you're wrong, and then going down that rabbit hole.
What kind of assignments are, like, assigned? Is it basically, like, debating about stuff?
So that's just kind of like our everyday in class is talking or looking at content and material. Like our theme this year is rebellion, so we're looking at a lot of different things, but we do write essays. Right now we're working on a website about rebellion, and it has to be like a very specific niche topic, so we're getting started on that, choosing our topics, seeing what we like, seeing what we have enough to work with.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. You're, like, so involved. I love how, like, involved you are. Like, being a biology major, I feel like is already, like, tough enough. And then also, like, being in honors, and then, like, a bunch of other things. But, is there any class that you find, like, the most difficult for you?
I think it's just biology in general, because I don't like to study. Like,
okay.
If I would actually study, I'd be fine. But I'm like... No, I love to gamble with my grades. I love to be like, no, one more time of not studying at all for this test. Let's see how it goes. Don't do that, guys. It's not going well.
I feel like that would, like, hurt your grade a lot, because, like, I'm also the same way. It's just for, like, biology, though. I don't know what it is, and so I don't really study that much either, but
love to gamble.
No, studying is so important.
It is. Actually, do study, guys. It's just, like, I didn't have to study a lot in high school, so when I came here, I'm like, what do you mean I have to study? I hate it.
What do you mean? So, is there anything that, like, motivates you to, I guess, like, do, like, better in your classes or, like, to maybe study more?
I mean, I want to live on my own eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have my own home. I want to be able to travel. I have a little sister, and surprisingly enough, she looks up to me, so I have to act accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, other than that, it's just wanting my own, like, financial freedom when I'm older.
Yeah, of course. And being in medicine, I feel like you would make, like, excuse me, I feel like you would make, like, a lot of money or, like,
A good amount
yeah,
for me to be
to,
secure.
like, sustain yourself, of course. So, how do you handle, like, working classes? Do you work?
So I used to work,
Mhm.
and then eventually it just kind of died down because we're not in our busy season, and then
Mhm.
it was more seasonal work, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But honestly, y'all, I just whip out the really big whiteboard and I schedule, like, my days, because sometimes I'm so tired, I'll wake up, I'll go to the wrong class.
Yeah.
It's happened. Not gonna lie, it happened when I was in high school. But if I start, like, Sunday night, and I'm like, okay, write everything down, literally every single thing you're going to do that day, it really just, and scheduling time to study and stuff, that's a new
Mhm.
thing that I'm like, if you schedule time, you'll actually do it, instead of being like, oh, I'm just going to wander around and not do this and not do
Mhm.
that. Sit down and
So-
schedule time.
Having that visual, having that, like, that whiteboard helps you better.
Yeah, when I mark stuff out, I'm like, yes, I'm done.
Yes.
Like, it's gone.
Mhm,
It can't
mhm.
come back to get me.
Are there any... Actually, I forgot to ask you about your least favorite class. Do you have a least favorite class? No, I did ask you, didn't I?
No, I don't believe you did.
Okay, I asked you what your favorite class was, didn't I?
No, I'm not actually. There's a class, and
Mhm.
will remain very vague because he will absolutely know what I'm talking about. But it's at 10, and so, like, I get up at 5, and so
Mhm.
I'm awake by then, but I start, like, slumping down by then. Like, I gotta eat lunch to, like, keep me up.
Yeah.
But I was on Reddit one time in his class. I love Reddit, addicted. And he saw, and ever since then he's like, I know you write about me on Reddit. He thinks there's, like, a sub-thread of, like, I hate my teacher. And I'm like, no, I don't write about you on Reddit. Other people,
Mhm.
perhaps, every now and then.
Oh, you write on Reddit?
Oh, yeah, every now and then when I'm losing it. It gets deleted, y'all. It's like when I'm really down.
Mm-hmm.
When it's really not going well. But no, it's just, he has such a good, like, class to teach, and he chooses to teach it poorly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he chooses to put in low, minimal effort every time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so unstimulating.
I feel like that's a lot of problem with most professors. Thankfully, all of the professors that I've had this year or this semester have been pretty okay.
Well, yeah, and, like, you get paid to do this. This is your
Yeah,
job.
exactly.
Like,
no one's forcing you to be a professor.
literally.
But, so, is there anything that, like, helps you work through that? Like, work through, like, his class specifically?
I actually started literally just taking paper notes because I would find myself, like, half falling asleep, and, like, I would type, but then I'd, like, doze off. But if I'm writing, I can't really write fast, so I'm constantly writing. So, like, I'm awake, I'm attentive,
Mhm.
I'm not on Reddit, whether
Yeah.
he wants to believe that or not. But yeah, I would just say, like, if you're falling asleep in class, just whip out the notebook and start just writing down what you need to write down.
Yeah, I feel like if people take notes on their computer, I feel like the blue light kind of, like, strains your eyes and makes you more sleepy.
For
Then,
sure.
Like, with handwriting notes, it's like a physical thing. You're, like, physically doing something, so it, like, keeps you awake more.
Well, you also remember it better. When you write things out, you
Mhm.
remember it way better than when you are typing on a computer. It's just
Yeah.
knowledge, it's common knowledge.
Yeah.
And they've had studies on it, but no one wants to believe that. So,
Because people, like, think that, like, taking notes on a computer is going to, like, help them more. Because people, like, I don't agree either. But sometimes I will take notes on computers, like, if I forget my notes, or, like, sometimes I forget to, like, print out notes.
yeah.
And then also I'm, like, losing you know, like the money system that they have to print out papers? I'm like losing that so quickly. Like, because I feel like I go to the library so often to like print out
Really?
stuff for the
I'm
for
in
like my
honors, so we
classes.
have a free printer up there.
Really?
Yeah, so we just all day.
Oh, you're
just-
lucky.
Well, the thing is, too, my thing is, okay, in class you have a really fast lecture. Okay, type it.
Yeah.
Type it. But write your notes down later. It's gonna resonate with you more.
Mhm.
And repeating stuff is always gonna help you. It's never gonna harm you,
Yeah.
class-wise.
What I found out also helps is that if you like need to like memorize something, try and make up like a little like rhyme or like jingle for it.
Jingle?
Sometimes I do that.
Read your notes right before bed. And I mean, like,
Really?
no, like, I've done this a million times. Like,
Mhm.
turn your phone off, set your alarm, put your phone down. If you read your notes and literally flip your light up and go to bed, it will, like, you'll completely be fine. Like, I had a bio teacher back when I was in dual credit,
Mhm.
and he would literally speak out his entire test answers. He'd be like, this is the question, this is the answer.
Yeah.
And I would just play it and fall asleep. And I'd wake up the next morning and I'd remember all of it.
I need to start doing that.
It's like, do it right before
Yeah.
you go to sleep because you'll remember better.
Mhm. I should do that like the night before an exam.
Or like multiple nights. Like, just
Yeah.
keep reading, say it out loud, the hearing, the seeing it.
Mhm.
The more you can tangibly mess with it.
Yeah. My dad taught me that, like, I haven't done this before, but he said it worked for him when he was in college, is to, like, do, like, he told me to, like, try mints, like, spearmints. Yeah, mints, while I'm studying, and then before an exam, like, take the same mint. That it'll help you. I haven't done that, but I want to try it. He said it worked for him, but... Because, like, your brain would, like, recognize the same thing.
Recognize what you were talking about
Yeah.
when you were doing that. No, I'll do anything at this point. If I find out it works, I'll do it.
Yeah. Because biology is really kicking my butt. I feel like it's literally only biology. I don't know how you do it.
It's not going well over here right now either, but I like to procrastinate. I like to be bad at the beginning of the semester and then be like,
Mhm.
oh no, let me catch up.
And then, like, lock in. That's so valid. Are there any obstacles you have faced so far? Like, I guess besides, procrastinating, are there anything else that you take, like, any obstacles you have faced between, like, being in a sorority and doing all of the other involvements in classes?
Yeah, I would say, like, well, first off, I miss my family. I know everyone does, but I had a really hard time. And then it's also hard for me to, like, live in the dorms and live with people, and, like, there's a lot of disagreements over, like, everything, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
I know what you
just
mean.
shared spaces and stuff. And
Yeah.
it's just hard because it's, like, maybe I was raised in a house that was a lot cleaner or a lot more strict, and you weren't, but, like, we're just gonna butt heads. We're just gonna keep butting heads. And, I mean, other than that, it's just finding time to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I got home at 3 yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 a.m.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, I don't really... Like, I get to see my friends in my sorority and rugby and stuff like that, but if I have any friends outside of that, I'm gonna be up all night.
Yeah.
I study a lot now, though, because I'm up all the time, so...
So, when you went to sleep at 3 a.m., did you still wake up at 5 a.m.?
Yes, I slept for 2 hours last night. It was really bad. I'm working on it, though, y'all. I have a plan for next week.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I wouldn't be able to, like, focus on anything.
The brain fog. I take ashwagandha, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I take it, y'all. It's so good.
I feel like I've tried taking it, but I feel like it doesn't really help with me.
I just become a little, like, American Psycho man. And I'm just like, business, strictness, no brain fog.
Brain is clear. So, being in a sorority, Delta Zeta. Am I doing it right?
Zeta. I believe so. Yeah.
Awesome. So, was it hard, like, since you're a freshman and you're in a sorority, is that hard for you?
No.
Really?
I would say it's probably a lot harder for the frats because, like, sororities, like, first off, our sorority especially, and people will be like, she's just saying that to say that. Like, we don't haze.
Yeah.
And like, we don't haze. And if you get caught hazing, you're done for. Like,
is hazing like judging?
So hazing is like any things you do to make new members feel uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
Or like, yeah, like
that's important.
Yes. So like, if you're like forcing new members to like be your designated driver and drive you around town because they're new members or whatever, like forcing someone to do something so they can be accepted into the sorority, or just making someone like bullying just to be like, oh, they're new, let's pick on them. Like, our sorority doesn't mess with that at all.
That's really, really good, because a lot of the fraternities that I've like seen and on like Snapchat, the ASU story, I've always seen like, oh, like, what is it called when you're trying to join a sorority?
Rushing?
Yeah, rush like certain sorority, and then they have them like jumping into like a ball pit. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you are in a public place, you are representing your fraternity, you are representing ASU.
I don't know, like, and like, I know a lot of people probably like the frats more because they can throw parties. Like, we can't throw parties.
Yeah,
we'd get fined.
Aren't y'all also not allowed to go to parties?
No, you can go to. Everyone has very weird misconceptions.
I was told that.
No, you can go to parties. You're not supposed to be drinking underage.
Yeah, of course.
Which is for everyone.
Yeah.
Not just sororities. But, no, like, I left my dorm the other day with my hair wet. And I was in a sorority, and someone was like, are you gonna get in trouble? And I was like,
it's not
for
like
what?
a
For getting pneumonia? Like, and she was just like, I heard that y'all can't leave y'all's dorm with your hair wet. And I was like, I really, no. I've never heard that one before. It was wild.
That's crazy. But the party thing, like, not being able to go to a party is really, like, the only thing that I've heard. But
you can go to parties. You'll see us there at parties all the time. It's just like, don't be underage drinking.
Well, yeah.
Don't be doing anything vulgar and inappropriate. That's the thing. Like, if you're at a party on one of the stages, they're gonna take you down. Yeah. You know? Like,
of
physically
course.
Show up to the party and
be like, excuse me,
snatch you. But no, it's just you have a lot of freedom. It's we're not tech. We're not TCU. We're Angelo State, guys. Like, they're really not onto us that much.
But so I really like y'all's like motive for being in the sorority. I know it's like sign language, American Sign Language.
Yes.
I think that's really, really great. And I'm not too familiar with the other sororities. I'm only so familiar with like Delta Zeta because you, and also another one of my close friends are in it.
Yes.
Don't y'all have like a little chant or like a sign?
Yeah. So our sorority is centered around people with hearing disabilities, and so our like main people that we fundraise for is Starkey Hearing Foundation. They give people hearing aids, and then we also do Serious Fun, which is a children's camp for children with disabilities. But we have like a mantra of sign language, and I couldn't do it for you right now, honestly. We're supposed to learn it by initiation, but it's like basically stating our values, and we do sign it because that is our main philanthropy. Yeah. Is signing it.
I know a couple words in sign language, but because Natalie is learning it, and so she's like showed me, like, because I think she already has it memorized, but when is initiation?
It's like in a week or two. Oh. The thing is, like, I go to honors meetings. Yeah. And it cuts into sorority times. Like, I go to honors meetings and then I go to my sorority. And so usually that's when they're learning it. And so I just gotta learn it in my dorm one of these weekends. But it's pretty short. I'm sure I can knock it out.
Yeah. But I really like that y'all do that. Like, I feel like y'all are, like, my favorite sorority, just because I have, like, so much more information about y'all.
Yeah,
y'all are so sweet.
I know that Alpha Phi is Women's Health, I believe, or the Women's Heart Association, Health.
Oh, that's really sweet.
And then Sigma Kappa is Alzheimer's. Oh. Yes, that's why they did the walk. Like, we all showed up to the purple walk for Alzheimer's. And then I couldn't tell you any of the frats philanthropies.
I don't really know their philanthropy. Do they have philanthropies?
I believe so.
I'm not sure.
I feel like they have to.
Yeah.
You have to be a frat, but I'm not sure because I'm not really close with anyone in a frat.
Yeah, no, me neither. I know, like, one person that he's in my class, but he's not, like, we don't talk. I just know he's in, I don't know what frat he's in. But no, I went to y'all's formal because y'all can invite guests. Everyone is so nice over there, and everyone is so gorgeous.
We actually like each other, which a lot of people are like, sororities are all fake, and this and that, and it's like, no, we actually do like each other.
Yeah, y'all are like the definition of sisterhood, like what a sorority should be.
Best $79 I ever spent a month.
It's $79
It's literally just $79 a month, and the thing is, like, everyone in our sorority has discount codes to everything. So
really?
Like, low-key, if you're a big shopper, you're gonna get your money's worth.
And, like, some people think, like, the $79 is just for, like throwing it away, but, like, it's also for, like, shirts and stuff like that.
Shirts, it goes to some of our philanthropies. It goes to a lot of different moving factors.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think people just don't really like us because we can't throw parties, and we're like, we're sorry, but well, like, that's illegal for us to do.
No, I think it's amazing. I think Delta Zeta is amazing. So back to the questions about your major. We kind of got a little off topic, but it's okay. I love Delta Zeta. I haven't, like, thought about joining a sorority just because I was like, I don't want to spend money every month, but I feel like
COB in the spring. Continuous ongoing bidding. Join us in the spring.
I'm so tempted, but maybe next year. Maybe my sophomore year. But, so what profession are you planning to pursue after college?
I really do want to go into surgery, but I also want a life. I want to get married, y'all. Yeah. As corny as it sounds. Not right now, before anyone
right now
is like, child died. No, I'll get married eventually.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. The lucky guy.
We'll see if it ever happens.
So are you planning to attend, like, any more colleges afterwards for, like, a higher degree?
Probably gonna have to go to Tech to get my doctorate.
Does Tech not offer anything higher than a bachelor's? Tech? Or no, not Tech. Sorry, Angelo State.
They don't have a med school here.
Okay.
So you can't be a doctor if you don't go to med school.
Yeah. So you're going to Texas Tech?
Probably.
Okay. That's really, really good. So do you have any advice for people who want to pursue your major?
Make sure that you actually want to do it and your heart's in the right place and you have the willpower to do it because it is a lot. Mm-hmm. I would say just in general, just biology. A lot of biology majors are pretty busy and it's just you have to really want it. If it's just kind of like, oh, it'd be cool if I was a doctor, I don't think it would work out. Like, you have to really be in love with what you're doing and passionate about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. I think that's really, really good advice. So I wanted to pursue, like, pre-vet or, like, go to a veterinarian school, and I didn't know that my major also required, like, a minor in chemistry. Does yours require a minor? In what?
Yes, in chemistry.
In chemistry as well?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Because, like, I didn't know that. And I was, like, looking through my, like, degree plan, or I can't remember, but I saw it was, like, minor in chemistry required, and I was like, is that why I have to take so many, like, science classes? I don't know. It was weird.
Jump scared, terrified.
Literally. But have you thought of minoring in anything else? Can you have 2 minors?
I can't.
You can't?
I can't for being pre-med. You have to be bio major, chem minor. So my life is predestined.
Okay. Well, that is all that I have for you today. Okay, so this has been Checking Out Majors with Grace, and we have, I want to make a little announcement. We have a live remote tomorrow in the cafeteria at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. So it's going to be really, really fun. I get to wear my Halloween costume, and I'm doing it it's going to be me and Natalie, and I think that's it, if I'm correct. And it's going to be super, super fun. So y'all should come by and meet with us. So is there anything else you want to say?
No, I'm done. Thank y'all.
Thank you for being on my show. And I'll see you guys next episode.